What did he find?
He found native gold and nickel. So, hold on just a second here and let me re-describe the thought process that led us to find this. Right here, we got our sniff. So we dug in this direction until we found traces, which we found on this wall. We went 13 blocks in this direction, which led us to here. We went out this way until we found traces, which we found right here on this wall. 13 back puts you to here. Either up or down, as close as we are to the surface, we chose down, which put the copper right here. Now, I don't think we're quite on the main vein of it yet. But by digging around a little bit in this area, we should find it. Well, native copper only really spawns in veins. It's magnetite that spawns every fucking where. Magnetite spawns in large clusters where it's just interlaced with the stone all over the place. There's usually like tons and tons and tons of it when you find it, but you have to excavate a huge area to get it all. Whereas copper and tin and all that tends to form in veins. Like
What's
this.
magnetite good for?
Iron. Okay, I have plenty of inventory space to carry some stuff around. Well, yeah, there is some random variation, but the tendency is for native copper to form in veins, not clusters. Magnetite, the tendency is to form in clusters, not veins. So it is possible to find a cluster of copper, but it's pretty fucking rare. Okay, I'm going to gather another 16 pieces of this copper, which should be enough to give me 16 ingots of copper, which should be enough to get a decent number of initial starter tools, and let me actually start working with some shit.
Hey Dagger.
Huh?
Is your stream set to desktop only?
What do you mean?
I can't watch it on my phone because it's... I go in the desktop only tab and it shows up under there.
As far as I know, it's not set to desktop only.
Yeah, it says broadcast not available on mobile.
Stream configuration quality. What? Is... Hold on a second here. I have absolutely no idea how to change this. So, settings. Hold on just a second here. Mobile. No. Hold on a second. I'm going to switch to the scene here in case I have to show something. No. Fine. Scene 2. There we go. Just in case it pops up something that I don't want people to see. Profile. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to change it so that it can be viewed on mobile.
Darn.
If I could figure it out, I would do it. Like the only thing under mobile for me is you can register your phone number to get alerts. Let's see here. Yeah, I can't figure it out. Sorry. There, we're back. Meow. Hi, kitty. Yeah, tetrahedrite is fucking everywhere in the new builds. Here, come up here, Evie. That doesn't mean walk right in front of my keyboard again. Evie, this is not going to work, sweetie. You do realize it's probably dark now, so I'm going to have to run through 15,000 zombies to get back home. Nope, it's not dark yet. Okay, let's GTFO. We'll go back home, and we will make with the making of a saw. Oh, it's raining. That's awesome.
Inblade? Are you using an iPad or an iPhone or something?
No, it was Grim that can't. It's Grim and Fundevin that can't watch it on their mobile.
If they're using an iPhone, tell them to download Virtual Firefox and then bring it up with that. That has Flash Player built in. Anyway.
While I'm at it, I really should go get a little more clay, because I'm going to need to make some molds. Oh, I already have the sword mold ready to go. Oh, I'm looking for straw. I can have straw for one pit.
Does making a sword mold take 2 bars?
No.
Oh, so they change it for needing a double ingot to needing just a single ingot?
Yes.
Is that all Terrafirmacraft objects that can just be stuck on the ground, or is it only certain things?
It's only certain things.
Ah. But most other things can be stuck in those ceramic vessels, and those can be stuck on the ground.
Okay, let's go ahead and lock ourselves in. What, did the rain stop already? Ceramic vessel, sword mold, and Yeah, I may as well, while I've got a little light left, go mine up just a little more clay so I can make a few more molds. Oh, come on, Edie. I totally by accident found some clay over here. Yeah, the world that we have on Warrior server, we spawned in a charcoal forest.
With a vein of copper right next to us.
Yeah, with a vein of copper almost directly next to us. So we had a pretty lucky start there.
Well, didn't we spawn a ways away when we moved there?
Yeah, well, I mean, we were pretty close. We only moved maybe about 150, 200 blocks from where we spawned.
Oh, you guys just kept moving until you found some copper nuggets?
Yeah, pretty much.
Got it.
We just built the initial camp where we found the copper.
We haven't gotten around to it since only Dagger has the tin.
Yeah, in his server, I was the one that found the tin, and I found it shortly before I started live streaming my single player here. So,
Tin was not returned.
here I'm not going to do the skip straight to bronze simply because I haven't found a source of copper yet, or a source of tin.
Funny, you just found cassiterite.
I think cassiterite can spawn in rhyolite
Fair enough.
or basalt. Actually, I think it can spawn in basalt. Well, I'm not even going to make a copper anvil here. I did in our other game only because we had so many people that we wanted to get some basic copper tools and we didn't want to have to burn molds to do it. But here I'm going to... Oh, it's going to get dark very soon. Smart moving win. Don't let him fall off the cliff. Thank you. Okay, so I have enough clay to make a few more molds now. I think I'm going to want a saw, a sword, which I already have those molds, and I think the third mold that I want to throw in here with this, I think I'm going to do... I already have the saw. I'm going to do a scythe. And I'm going to do an axe. No, you will still take fall damage. Leaves will not break your fall. For all intents and purposes, leaves are treated by Terrafirmacraft as if they do not exist for collision purposes. Damn. Okay. No. Fire. Well, the chisel will come a little bit later because in order to actually make brick now, you have to have mortar, which requires flux, which I don't have yet. So a chisel right now doesn't do me a whole lot of good. It will as soon as I find a source of flux. But my first house is definitely going to be made out of wood. So the saw is probably the most important thing.
And then your hard drive crashes, and then your internet goes out, and then your video card gets fried.
Yeah.
You built a house.
Because I built a house.
Well, you are in a multiplayer world.
Technically, they're all multiplayer worlds.
I think inevitably something will happen. I mean, your Season 3 world was destroyed by creepers because you built a house. Okay, to be fair, you built like 11 houses, but anyway.
No, I didn't build a single house in Season 3. I built a huge array of workshops. That's what I built.
One of them had a bed, dubbing it a house.
Besides, I built a house in Terrafirmacraft with friends, and that world didn't really get blown up. We just stopped playing it.
Something happens to make you quit playing because you build a house.
No, the curse is that we have a server reset when I build a house. For those of you who do not get what we're talking about, I have a history with houses. When I first started playing modded Minecrafts, I played pretty much strictly single player. And then I decided I was going to go check out the multiplayer server, and I found Gold Scourge. Well, Terrafirmacraft with Friends probably will come back at some point, but it's hosted on Kozak's computer, and Kozak's computer is kind of derping out, and he can't play while he's hosting. So until we figure out what's going on with his computer, we've kind of got it on hold. We may just restart it with build 77. But I started playing on Gold Scourge, and I built a house. Well, little thing I wasn't aware of was that Golds was scheduled to have a server reset in 2 days. So I finished my house, and we had a server reset. So, next map, I built a house. Gigantic, huge, beautiful marble house. The day I finished it, they announced a server reset.
I think I remember that house. That house was a palace.
Yeah. So, next map, I said, okay, screw it, I'm not building a house. Houses are bad luck. So I built Oceanica, a gigantic, huge underwater city complete with a glass dome and machinery and plots for people to build houses, but I didn't build a house. I was the nomadic mayor who just lived on the streets. A few months
and
in,
slept in random people's beds.
I broke down and I built a house. And 3 days later, the map reset. So, I am cursed. If I build a house on a multiplayer server, it's going to reset.
But you built the... I don't like where this is going.
No, what I built on yours was not a house. What I built on yours was a shitty little survival shack to keep us safe from baby zombies.
Fair enough.
Baby zombies are
It is no
fucking
longer
horrifying.
standing, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's no longer standing.
I
Shake
heard
tore it
we're
down.
safe.
Actually, I thought the dagger curse had been there, because when I tried to put in multi-part, I accidentally ran the basic one instead of the forge one, and like 90% of the world spawned as lava. So I had to roll back to a different world. I'm thinking, thank God I backed this.
Wait, so one did work.
What? No.
You,
When I...
you said you...
You're not gonna
This
give
was-
up with that.
Never mind, I got that mixed up. This was when I first got the server from Shaka.
Yeah, that was before the
Yeah.
multi-part.
Yeah, I'm gonna mess with that. And you believe when I get it working, I am sending you some configs.
I may or may not look at them.
Well, majority rules with the
You
server.
will.
Hands up for who wants this this mod.
Yes,
Flash
but
race
Dagger's
hand.
vote counts 5 times.
Dagger.
I don't really give a shit, to tell you the truth.
There we go. Majority rules. Bam.
Mine counts 10.
No. It was my server
No.
originally, so I
I'm
don't know.
kidding.
Man, I really
no.
don't give a shit, but I don't think it's compatible because, quite honestly, Terrafirmacraft is not compatible with a lot of Forge mods.
Oh, we'll make it
It's
compatible.
not as bad as Better Than Wolves, but it's close.
I will make it compatible.
No, I've made it compatible with a lot of different mods. Like
Okay,
Buildcraft and Railcraft. I got it working with Buildcraft and Railcraft. I even got it working with Industrial Craft, aside from the fact that you can't get rubber trees. So
Couldn't have spawned in one.
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
can
say just
well,
spawn
you
one.
can spawn in the saplings, but you can't plant them
Oh,
What? What?
really?
because Terrafirmacraft doesn't see Terrafirmacraft dirt as, or any type of Terrafirmacraft dirt, as a valid place to plant a tree. Terrafirmacraft changes.
Dirt.
No, even if you
Spawn in-
spawn in dirt, you can't plant it because Terrafirmacraft also changes how trees are planted.
Huh?
Bro.
So you
Alright.
can't get a rubber tree in Terrafirmacraft. It does not work. I tried.
Huh.
What was the blacksmithing thing for the pickaxe again? Bend, draw, bend,
No.
draw.
Bend,
punch.
draw, bend, draw, punch.
Punch you.
Yeah, bro.
Actually, I want to punch something. My Skyrim is driving me crazy.
Hebe.
Which kitty is it this time, Dagger?
It's Hebe.
Go Kiwi to the internet.
Hebe.
Hi there, Kiwi.
Hebe. Not Hebe.
E?
Hebe.
Oh, EB.
I give up.
What?
Okay. Let's
What?
throw some rocks over here.
Anvil? Who got you an anvil? We were talking about Dagger's cat.
Alright. So, we have 16 bars worth of copper now. And this is going to get me a saw. Oh, it's a pattern on the anvil to make a pickaxe. I figured out how to make a perfect pickaxe every time.
Or is
No,
that
it
only
doesn't work
pickaxe?
it doesn't work for any tool. It only works 100% guaranteed for pickaxes and prospector's picks. If you line up the red and the green arrow absolutely perfectly, hold on a second here, let me get some shit going on first. If you line up the green and the red arrows on the anvil interface absolutely perfectly, and then you do bend, draw, bend, draw, punch, you will get a perfect pickaxe every time. Now the location of the indicator changes per seed. The distance that the indicators move for every action doesn't. So for a pickaxe and a prospector's pick, if you line the two arrows up and do bend, draw, punch, it'll give you a perfect pickaxe every time. Okay, with the copper saw, I can get planks. With the planks, I can actually get a frickin' crafting table. with the crafting table, I can get chests. And with the chests, I can clear my frickin' inventory space out. Alright. Let's pick up the rest of this. And what did I do with my molds? Probably tossed them in here, didn't I? Yep. Alright. Sword blade. A scythe. And then I'm just going to pour the rest of it out into ingots and store the ingots on the ground. That's, by the way, if you use unshaped copper, it does not have to be solid. You can get a copper ingot, and it usually gives you the ceramic mold back for the ingots. Now, if you break out these parts, it doesn't give you the mold back. But for the ingots, you usually get the mold back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've lost so many molds today.
Yeah, usually you get it back.
Yeah.
Shift right click, and you can place the ingots on the ground. 64 per stack.
Also, another thing I didn't notice, you can't stack double ingots, but you can put them in chests. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I was a little
Actually, that
surprised
does
by
make sense when you think about it.
Not
Well, you
really.
can't-
Why would a
you can't
single
put
ingot
ingots
not
in
fit in a chest and a double
Yeah.
ingot will?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Single ingots can't go in chests at all.
No.
No, not anymore.
Okay, that's not what I was saying. I was saying double ingots, since you've taken two trapezoids and stuck them together. You essentially got a hexagon. It's hard to stack hexagons. That's my logic, at least, on why you can't stack double ingots.
Well, I'm not really planning on making a copper anvil. I'm planning on just going straight to a bronze anvil.
Yeah, you really don't need an anvil for copper with molds and everything.
I just want to have the copper available so I can make tools until I get to.
And you only smith copper on a copper anvil?
Yeah, you have
Put
to
copper
have.
on a copper or greater.
Yeah,
But you need a bronze to smith bronze.
in order to work the bars into. In order to actually work with the anvils, or in order to actually work with the metals, you have to have one tier below it in order to weld, and you have to have the same tier to tool work. So you can weld bronze on a copper anvil,
To make a bronze
but you can't.
anvil.
User in your channel.
But you can't make
timed out.
you can't make a bronze sword
User
on a
joined your
bronze anvil,
channel.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
or you can't make a bronze sword on a copper anvil.
The modes with the chisel keeps getting messed up. If I pick stairs, it does the other one that like picks out the tiny block out of the pieces. Really starting to annoy me.
You know what? Actually, you have a point there, Dimblade. You can't really skip the copper anvil. Because even if you get the bronze bars, you can't weld the damn things.
They thought ahead.
So yeah, I'm eventually going to need a copper anvil anyway. Damn. Oh well.
God.
It was a good thought. Okay, let's go ahead and make some more copper tools. And if we take and do this, that's going to give us tool racks, which we can hang up here and there. I'm just going to put them right on the side of the hill here. I don't really care. That looks ugly. See if we can at least make a match. And that way we can store the tools that we're not using right now. For right now, we're going to use the axe. Well, the dirt here is glitchy a little bit because the grass had already grown here, and the other dirt was harvested from an area where the dirt was a different color. That's actually intentional. The dirt in an area changes depending on what type of stone is underneath it. You know what else I need to do? I need a piece of clay and a stick in order to make a clay spindle. While I'm at it, I may as well make a few more clay molds, and may as well get the chisel mold. And do I have enough straw to actually do anything with this? Or do I need to gather a little more? I need a little more. Knife blade. Scythe is going to make short work of these. Hey, I have sticks. Does the scythe work on this to give straw? Oh yeah, it does. $15 straw. There we go. Should probably hold myself in for the night. May as well take the wool. Don't want the saw. I want a little more wood. And we need a piece of dirt. All right. I guess it's only 15 straw to fill it. Fire starter. Lights. There we go. Hey, we have a door. Like a legit door. As far as I know, zombies cannot break down Terrafirmacraft doors. They can still break down the vanilla doors if you make them with the big planks, but they can't break down the style of door as far as I know. Crafting corner here. And now we wait. No, bend, bend, draw. Bend, bend, draw. Then punch. For a pick and a prospector's pick, he gives you a perfect one every time. Why am I hiding? I have a sword.
Because this is Sparta? I don't know. I don't know why, but I can't stop thinking about that.
Damn it,
cookie
leave me
thing
alone.
you showed us. It was weirdly transfixing. Watching you get 6 million cookies per second. Per minute or whatever it was.
Leave me alone, all I want to do is chop down some trees. Ow. And occasionally getting hit in combat now causes the slowness debuff.
Yeah, it's annoying. It gives debuffs to mobs too.
So does getting thirsty. No water in my water jug. That figures. Oh, shit.
Here they come.
Screw this. I gotta wait for morning.